In today's video, we're going to be learning how to make an AI inside of Python using the OpenRouter module with only 7 lines of code. Now to show you how this AI works, I'm just going to type in hi for my AI, and all we have to do is check our terminal. And as you can see, we get, hello, how can I assist you today? We can ask it any question. Let's say, what is the capital of, let's say, a country like France? Hit send, and all we have to do is check our terminal and wait for our AI's response. And as you can see, our response is the capital of France is Paris. And here's some more information, small typo, here we go. And those are the information we get from our AI. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first thing we're going to have to do is go to our web browser. In this case, I'm using Google Chrome, and I'm going to click on this search bar and type in this web address right here, which is openrouter.ai/workspaces/default/keys. Hit enter, and we have to go to the website to get our free API key. So if you already have API keys, you'll see them all lined up right here. And don't worry, creating an API key is 100% free. So we're going to click on this button right here that says new key. Then as for the name, you can call it whatever you want. I can call it key 1. Then for the expiration date, you can set it to whatever you want to set it. I'm going to just set mine to 1 day. For the key limit, you can leave this blank. And for this last option, you can leave it blank as well. All you have to do is click on create API key and click on copy, because you will not be able to see this API key again. So make sure you have this copied. Now, right after we get our API key, we have to head back to our Python IDE. Now that we are inside of our Python IDE, what we're going to need to do is first import our OpenRouter module by typing in from OpenRouter. Then we're going to import OpenRouter with a capital letter O and a capital letter R. So in case you don't have these modules installed, what you can do is open your terminal and run this command, which is pip install OpenRouter. Or if you want to run it directly from your Python IDE, you can type in import OS and type in os.system. Then inside this parentheses, you can type in the exact command, which is pip install OpenRouter, just like that. So we're going to go back to from OpenRouter. Then we're going to type in import OpenRouter with a capital letter O and a capital letter R. Make sure you keep that in mind, because those are two important steps. Right after this, we're going to make our client variable, which is basically our AI's name. Then we're going to set this equal to OpenRouter, which is from the part that we imported right here, OpenRouter. Then inside this set of parentheses, we're going to make an API underscore key variable and make sure it's typed exactly as API underscore key. Then we're going to set this equal to, inside of quotes, we're going to paste in our API key right here. Right after you paste in your API key, we're going to go right below client and we're going to make our while true loop. So essentially what this loop is going to do is it's going to go multiple times for user input. So right below this, we're going to make a user input variable. We're going to set user input to input. Then we're just going to say but the user wants to input. So in case the user wants to leave, this is actually a pretty neat trick. You can type in if user underscore input dot lower, just like this. So if the user input in lowercase in, which is the keyword we're going to use, then open and close brackets with a set of quotes in between, we're going to type in exit, quit, or even buy in keywords, and those will be our trigger words to end our AI. And we're going to type in print AI has stopped, just like that. Then we can break this if statement, and then we are done using our AI. So now that we have our user input, all that's left to do is make our AI response. So I'm going to make a print statement. We're going to print our AI's response by typing in F right here at the start, then type in AI. Then our AI response is going to be client. Actually, let's ignore the F right here. We're going to remove this F. Then right after this, we're going to add a comma and say client dot chat dot send, just like this. Make sure you all put it in lowercase. Then we're going to type in the model, and right here the model is going to be set equal to OpenRouter/free, so that OpenRouter can set the best free model for us to use. So right after we type that in, we're going to add a comma right after that. Then we're going to make our message content variable by typing in messages is equal to open brackets and open sets of quotes. The first thing we'll pass in is the role. After that, we're going to add full colons. Then we'll pass in user Right after that, we're going to add a comma, then say content. Then right after content, we're going to type in the user underscore input, because that's what we are submitting to our AI to get feedback from. So right after the closing bracket, we're going to add a dot and say choices, so that the AI chooses the first choice. Choices, open brackets, then 0. Then right after the close brackets, we're going to say dot message dot content, just like that. Then right after that, we're going to add a comma and say flush is equal to true, so that our message response from our AI actually gets back to us without giving us any errors or any problems. Now, all that's left to do is paste in your API key right here and run your code and see if it works. When we run our code, as you can see, we get our prompt right here asking us for our input. So I'm just going to type in hi and wait for our response from our AI system. So as you can see in our terminal, we have our hi message, and all we have to do is wait for our AI response.